Hey y'all, so we're going to be doing this orange and black wing look. It was a YouTube subscriber request that I got a while ago, and so that was kind of my attempt at it. She sent me a picture, and this is my attempt. Start with a good base. As you see, I've already applied it, and the next color we're going to be using is matte Goldenrod. I can't remember if it's a pro color or not, so don't quote me on it, but just apply it to the inner third of your eyelid. You want to make sure to not go above your crease, because you'll see why later. But just take the eyeliner to about, or the eyeshadow to about your crease. Once you've done that, take MAC Orange eyeshadow and apply it right next to Goldenrod and blend it with Goldenrod. And you only want to apply that to the middle third of your eyelash, or eyelid, and don't go above your crease line also. If you're wondering why the background looked familiar, I actually recorded this video back in January or February before my husband and I moved to the house that we're in now. So that's why my hair is longer and why the background is from the old house. So, don't freak out thinking we moved again. We're going to go ahead and apply the highlight now. It's MAC eyeshadow and Shroom is what I used. If you want to use something that's less frosty, you can go ahead and use MAC Llama eyeshadow and do that. And then that way it kind of still keeps the matted effect from the other colors that we used. This part, I used my MAC eyeshadow and Carbon to draw out the wing. Now if you want, you can use MAC the Blacktrack Fluildline or an eyeliner, whatever would be easier for you. Just make sure whatever you use a brush that's good for you. I used Loew Cornell American Painter. The brush is 2400, and there's a whole bunch of brushes that actually have that same number, but it's an angular shader and it's 1/8 of an inch long. Now when you draw out your wing, try to make sure you follow the steps that I put up there, or the little tips. They might help you, they might not. If they don't, I apologize. If they do, super, great, fantastic, whatever. But yeah, you just draw a little wing like that and hope for the best. The easiest way to keep it symmetrical, if you're trying to draw it and don't have a stencil or anything like that, is always try to go with the natural look of your eyes, your eye shape. Like for the extension that I drew out of the wing, the straight line that I drew out to the point, I just followed the angle that the bottom lid pretty much was going towards. And I did that for both eyes, so that's what kept that to look so symmetrical. And then I just tried to create like a crease, which is why, if you remember my tip earlier, I said to not go beyond your crease with the orange or the yellow. Unless you want to. If you want to, then hey, go for it. More power to you. Don't poke your eye out. Ah! My eye! My eye! Ah! It kinda tickles. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, in this look, I used two different eyeliners. I used Blacktrack Fluildline, and then I used Smolder Eye Kohl in Smolder. If you want to just use one eyeliner and not mix them up, that's cool too. The only reason I used Smolder was it's easier to smudge. Blacktrack, if you don't smudge it right then and there, it dries quickly. So it was easier for me to smudge at the time to use Smolder rather than to use Blacktrack. There's a lovely picture of my eye. And I have no tips whatsoever on creating that wing for your lower lid. So just go with it and hope you get it straight on both eyes. The other eye that you don't really see in this tutorial, I had to do it a couple of tries just to get it to look the same and be at the right angle as the eye that you do see in the tutorial. So, you know, it won't come out always perfect the first time. You may have to use some makeup remover and erase it. And try over again. Now this part really tickles. Oh yeah. Tickles like a son of a hoo-ha. Yeah, I didn't line my eye enough to be able to smudge in the liner more, so I just used my brush and rubbed it across the eyeliner tip and was able to get more eyeliner. Now next, I lined my upper lash line. You don't, or upper waterline. You don't have to do this. And actually, if you have sensitive eyes, you really shouldn't be lining your waterline, because it could cause irritation for you. So those steps are optional. This step is also optional too. If you don't need to fill in your brows, then don't do it. I kind of do need to fill in my brows. One of my eyebrows is, the hair grows in more sparsely than the other one, and I don't know why. My eyebrow is just stupid. I don't know. It doesn't know how to grow. So I fill it in, and I used, I believe, Brune eyeshadow. And my MAC angled brush. I can't remember the number. 231 or something like that. No, 209. Lip color I used was Styli-style in Sand. Styli-style Line and Seal lip liner. If you have any questions about any of the products I used, like you didn't get it, just look over in the video description area. I usually try to post all the makeup that I used, including foundation and primer and blush and anything else like that. So, that's the look. Woohoo! Yay! Go me, go me. It was my birthday last week. It's not really your everyday look, but someone requested it, so I did it. It was kind of fun to do. Now later, and I actually put this part of the video in too, I added copper ring because I felt that I didn't like how harsh it was. Like it. Okay, let me explain. The orange going into the black, it blended fine, but it was too harsh of a change for me. So later I went in and added copper ring and blended it right where the orange and the black meet, and a little bit on top of the black. See, here it is right here. So if you like it the way that it was, you know, just stop at using Goldenrod, orange, and carbon. If you don't, and you like this look, then go ahead and add a little bit of copper ring at the end of it. It wasn't that big of a difference, but I still put in pictures of how it looked with copper ring, and I still went ahead and put in this step too, so in that way, you know, if you guys liked it, you guys could do it and know what I did and know what I used. But see, just like that. Oh, I also used my Maxine's mop brush, so. And yes, I used the same Maxine's mop brush for the whole look. I didn't even switch brushes. Or switch Maxine mop brushes. That's it. I will see you guys later. I will hopefully be getting more tutorials up in the next couple of weeks. I thank you guys for being so patient with me and for not kicking me to the curb. And I hope you guys, I'm sure I will be on here before Christmas, but just in case either way, I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas, or a Happy Hanukkah, or a Happy Kwanzaa, or if you're atheist, Happy, I don't celebrate anything day, I don't know, but yeah, Merry Christmas Kwanzaa.